Baba, assalamu alaikum, my dear children. Amir wa alaikum. Assalam Baba. Are you ready for today's story? Amir. Yes. Baba. That's wonderful. Inshallah, today I'll tell you how Prophet Yusuf A.S. was saved from the well, and how, by Allah's plan, he reached Egypt and became a very important person there. Amir. Wow. That sounds amazing. Please tell me, Baba. Baba, Bismillah. Let's begin. Baba. In the last episode, we saw how the brothers of Yusuf A.S. threw him into a deep well, but Allah's WT never leaves his servants alone. A caravan of travelers stopped near the well to fetch water. When one man lowered his bucket, Yusuf A.S. grabbed it. Traveler! Subhanallah. What is this? I think I found a treasure. When they pulled up the bucket, there stood a handsome young boy with a radiant face. Baba! The travelers were amazed by his beauty. They chained him, thinking they could sell him as a slave. They traveled for many days and nights across the hot desert until they finally reached the great land of Egypt. Baba! At the marketplace, the travelers shouted. Trader, who will buy this handsome young boy? Crowds gathered from every corner. The people of Egypt had never seen such beauty before. Finally, Aziz, the chief minister of Egypt, came forward. He looked at Yusuf A.S. and said kindly, Aziz, I will buy this boy. He paid a few silver coins, took Yusuf A.S.'s home, and told his wife, Aziz, make his stay comfortable. Perhaps he may be of benefit to us, or we may adopt him as a son. Baba. When they reached the palace, Yusuf A.S. was surprised when Aziz ordered the servants to remove his chains. For the first time since the well, he felt free again. He thanked Allah's WT from the bottom of his heart. Yusuf A.S. All praise is for Allah, who has saved me and given me shelter once again. Baba. Days passed, and Yusuf A.S. grew up in the palace. He was obedient, hardworking, and polite. Everyone admired his honesty and gentle manners. As time went, his beauty became the talk of the town. People whispered, Have you seen the young man in the minister's house? He looks like an angel. But Yusuf A.S. was not proud of his looks. He was humble, thankful, and always remembered Allah. Aziz noticed his honesty and wisdom and soon put him in charge of the household. He treated him like his own son. Baba. But this was the beginning of another great test from Allah. Baba, the wife of Aziz, was named Zuleika. As she spent time near Yusuf A.S., she noticed his kindness, strength, and beauty. Her heart filled with admiration, and slowly that admiration turned into desire. She knew it was wrong, but she could not control herself. One day, when Yusuf A.S. was alone in the palace, she closed the doors. Zuleika, come to me. Yusuf. Yusuf, Ansan, I seek refuge in Allah. Your husband has been kind to me. I will never betray his trust. He turned and ran toward the door. Zuleika rushed behind him and caught his shirt, tearing it from the back. At that very moment, the door opened, and there stood Aziz, her husband. Zuleika, quickly. Oh, my husband! Your servant tried to harm me. Yusuf asked. No, she is the one who tried to tempt me. Aziz was shocked. Whom should he believe? Just then, a wise relative spoke up. Relative, if his shirt is torn from the front, she is telling the truth. But if it's torn from the back, then he is innocent, and she is lying. When they looked closely, they saw that the shirt was torn from the back. Aziz, this is your fault. Yusuf is innocent. Apologize to him and ask forgiveness from Allah. Baba. Zuleika was ashamed, and Yusuf A. forgave her. But soon, the whole city heard about what had happened. Baba news spread everywhere. The wife of the chief minister tried to seduce her servant. Zuleika was deeply embarrassed. People laughed at her and mocked her. To defend herself, she decided to invite the women of the city to a special banquet. When the guests arrived, The palace was filled with music, fruits, and perfume. Zuleika handed each woman a knife and a piece of fruit. Then she said to her servants, "Zuleika, bring Yusuf in." Yusuf entered gracefully, lowering his gaze as always. The women looked up and were completely astonished. His face shone with angelic beauty and peace. Without realizing it, they cut their fingers. Instead of the fruit, guessed one. This is not a human being. He must be a noble angel. "Baba!" Blood dripped from their hands, but they didn't even feel the pain. Then Zuleika spoke proudly. "Zuleika, see? This is the man you mocked me for loving. Look at your hands. You could not resist him either." She turned toward Yusuf and said, "If he refuses me again, he shall be sent to prison." Baba Yusuf raised his hands in prayer and said, "Yusuf, O my lord, prison is dearer to me than what they invite me to. If you do not protect me, I might fall into their trap. So protect me, O Allah." And Allah's answered his prayer. That night, Zuleika went to her husband and said, "Zuleika, the only way to protect our honor is to send Yusuf to prison." Aziz was sad. He loved Yusuf like a son, and he knew he was innocent. But to keep peace in his household and silence the gossip, he had no choice. So, with a heavy heart, Aziz ordered that Yusuf be taken to prison. The guards chained him once more and locked him inside. This was Yusuf's third great test, after the well and after the temptation. But even in prison, he never lost hope in Allah. Amir, Baba, that was such a sad but amazing story. Baba, yes, my son, Prophet Yusuf teaches us to stay pure, patient, and faithful, no matter how hard life becomes. Allah always protects those who remain truthful. Amir. Subhan Allah. Baba, let's see if you remember what we learned today. Baba, who bought Prophet Yusuf at the market. Amir, the chief minister of Egypt. Aziz. Baba. Excellent. What was the name of Aziz's wife? Amir. Baba, why did Prophet Yusuf walk away from her? Amir, because she tried to tempt him, and he refused to disobey. Allah. Baba, Masha'Allah, very good. And why was he sent to prison, even though Aziz knew he was innocent? Amir, because Zuleika wanted to protect her honor, and Aziz had no other choice. Baba, that's right, my son. Remember, Allah tests the ones he loves the most, and through patience and truth, Yusuf became even closer to Allah. Baba, that's all for today. Amir, inshallah. Allah, tomorrow we'll learn what happened to Prophet Yusuf in prison and how Allah made him rise to greatness. Amir, I can't wait. Baba. Baba, may Allah bless you with knowledge, patience, and a pure heart, just like Prophet Yusuf. Both. Ameen.